Now on 7 News, Idalia is expected to make landfall in Florida today, and the hurricane is getting stronger. We have the latest track, plus the state of emergency now in effect in South Carolina.
Plus, one upstate county is the deadliest in the Palmetto State for traffic accidents. Now the coroner is warning drivers.
And lending an extra hand to those who served. A university in the upstate announces plans to join an effort to help support our nation's veterans. Good morning. It's Wednesday, August the 30th at 6:30. I'm Fred Cunningham.
I'm Olivia Parsons. Thank you for joining us.
And we continue to track Hurricane Idalia. This is a live look this morning from our camera in Tampa, Florida.
It's expected to hit Florida's Gulf Coast today. Governor Ron DeSantis is warning those residents to prepare for major impacts. Here's 7 News meteorologist Malachi Rogers with the latest. Malachi.
All right, Idalia has now been upgraded to a Category 4 storm, a very strong, powerful storm as it moves towards the Big Bend area of Florida, just south of Tallahassee. Winds sustained of 130 miles an hour, and you can see the massive amount of rain that this storm is bringing to the state of Florida. Now moving towards North Florida, Gainesville and Jacksonville in particular. Winds sustained of 130 miles an hour. We'll get an update at 7 o'clock, and what we're watching is a storm that's expected to maintain Category 2 status, even though it's over land during the day today because it's moving very quickly. By tonight, it's off the coast of South Carolina, and then tomorrow it moves offshore. What we're looking at are tropical storm warnings across parts of South Carolina that go from really Augusta, Orangeburg over towards Myrtle Beach. Charleston is under a hurricane watch, hurricane warning down towards areas like Beaufort, Savannah, and Hilton Head. And for areas like Columbia, tropical storm watch is in effect. That means that conditions are expected to deteriorate as we go through the later part of the afternoon and evening. As that center of circulation holds together, that's where the heaviest concentration of rain and strong winds will be from Columbia towards the coastline throughout tonight and early tomorrow morning. Heavy rainfall expected between around 2 and 6 inches of rain in general from Columbia towards Charleston, but some areas could get higher rainfall amounts. So again, the highest impacts are going to be right along our coastal areas from Savannah to Charleston and Myrtle Beach. Inland areas like Columbia are going to see a minimal impact, and here in the upstate and western North Carolina, very low impact from this storm as Idalia moves along the coast tonight and early tomorrow.
Has been issued in South Carolina. Governor Henry McMaster says he issued the order out of an abundance of caution. The main impact from Idalia is expected between the coast and the Midlands. Some of those areas could see between 4 and 8 inches of rain, along with danger from extreme wind and gusts. The governor wants everyone to keep an eye on the hurricane.
I ask everybody just to use their common sense. I think we've all been through these before. And my advice would be to stick to the official sources, keep yourself aware of what the latest information is, and then proceed accordingly.
Governor McMaster says he does not plan to issue any evacuation orders. The state of emergency puts South Carolina's price gouging law into effect that bars exceptional price increases for gas, food, and hotels.
Duke Energy says it's prepared for Idalia as it moves across the Carolinas later today into Thursday. Duke says that it has more than 3,600 responders positioned to get your power back on if it goes out. The utility says that it has strengthened the energy grid in recent years through improvements to pole and line upgrades. Also, lines that are prone to outages have been placed underground. If your power does go out, call 1-800-POWER-ON.
Greenville is recovering from storm damage not connected to Idalia after heavy rain and wind. Storms toppled trees on Ferris Road and Ferris Circle yesterday, but no injuries were reported. Work crews removed the trees and debris. City officials remind you looking ahead to never try to drive or walk through flooded areas. Stay with 7 News for the latest on the hurricane on the air, online at WSPA.com, and on our free 7 News app. Olivia has your live drive.
All right, let's get you out the door for your commute this morning. Your live drive traffic on Interstate 85 as you head south toward I-385. We have some slowdowns along 101 in Spartanburg County where BMW is. So just a heads up for my friends headed to work. That's all we're monitoring at the moment.
We have breaking news. One person is dead after a crash in Spartanburg County. It happened on Highway 14 near I-85 in Greer. We're told a van was hit by a truck that was carrying steel beams. No charges have been filed. The coroner has not told us the name of the person who died.
Developing now, a pedestrian is dead after being hit by a pickup truck in Greenville County. Troopers tell us it happened around 9 last night along Augusta Road near Stratford Road. We're told the driver and the passenger in the truck were not hurt. The coroner has not yet released the victim's name. We will keep you updated as we learn more.
A 7 News alert: Spartanburg County leads the entire state of South Carolina in deadly crashes this year. The county coroner says 55 people have died in some kind of crash. He tells us the current hot spots are highways 9 and 221. He also says back roads have been an issue. His message to drivers: pay attention behind the wheel and keep your eyes on the road.
I doubt we'll ever know the life we save or lives we save by these efforts, but if we save one, it'll be well worth it.
Clevenger also asked you to wear seat belts, don't drink and drive, and obey speed limits.
The South Carolina Supreme Court has denied the petition to rehear the case of the state's abortion ban. The Supreme Court ruled last Wednesday that the law, which bans most abortions at about 6 weeks into pregnancy, was constitutional. Abortion providers requested a rehearing, saying that the ruling left the interpretation of the term fetal heartbeat undefined. Yesterday, the court said they did not overlook any principle of law in their decision. New this morning, a wanted man is behind bars after a barricade incident. That's according to the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. Deputies tell us they responded to a home along Davis Street a little after 5 last night, attempting to serve warrants on 43-year-old James King that were issued in Pickens County. King would not come out of the house, and that's when we're told the SWAT team, EOD, and negotiators responded. He was eventually arrested and transported to the Pickens County Detention Center.
6:36, a 7 News update. Greenville police arrest a man they say assaulted a woman on the Swamp Rabbit Trail. It happened last week near Cleveland Park. 40-year-old John Duquette is accused of grabbing a woman inappropriately while she was jogging on the trail on August 23rd. Police charged Duquette with second-degree assault and battery. He's in jail on a $150,000 bond.
A 7 News update. We now know the name of the elderly woman who died in a house fire in Oconee County. It happened Monday night in the Mountain Rest community. The coroner says 76-year-old Diane Burton was unable to escape her home because the fire was blocking all of the exits. Authorities say her dog also died in the fire. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
USC Upstate wants to do more to help veterans in our area. 7 News' Stephen Ruffing is here in studio with the details. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Fred. With a recent partnership with 2 organizations, they'll create a one-stop shop of resources for their enrolled veterans. USC Upstate is partnering with the South Carolina Department of Veterans Affairs and an organization called Combined Arms to make this all possible. With this partnership, USC Upstate joins an initiative that provides resources for veterans statewide. It's called the SC Veteran Coalition. The university will be added to the platform where veterans and their families can be connected to the services and support that Upstate has to offer. The platform would provide resources for financial needs, medical needs, or resources for their families.
When you think about veteran services and what people support from a medical, from health, from whether it's mental health, whether it's finances, whether my kid want to go to school and he or she needs this type of financial support from our veteran benefits, where do I find that? How do I get that? This particular platform will help to navigate that for them.
The organizations will make this partnership official this morning at 11. You can find more about the Veteran Coalition on our website, WSPA.com. Stephen Ruffing, 7 News.
All right, thanks so much for that, Stephen. 6:38, and we are tracking a cloudy, mild start to your Wednesday morning. 70s this morning in the upstate and western North Carolina. We are locked in with clouds. A stationary front across the Carolinas will be the focus of showers again today, as you see that little boundary. Also, we'll get some moisture enhanced thanks to Hurricane Idalia as that storm is to our south. No rain right now over Anderson or Hendersonville, but it is a very gray start to the morning. We're going to stay mostly cloudy. Showers and rain kick in later this afternoon, and our highs stay in the 70s today in both the upstate and the mountains, but we're tracking sunshine and warmer weather. Time for your weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Malachi. Coming up on 7 News, trying to crack a cold case. Spartanburg police are asking for help to solve a deadly shooting from nearly 8 years ago. A live look for you right now from our downtown Greenville camera at Falls Park. It's 6:39.
Your news doesn't stop at 7. Stay with us for local weather and traffic 7 to 9 on the CW62. Find the CW62 on air and on satellite at 62 and on Spectrum Channel 9.
6:42 is the time. 8 years ago, a 23-year-old man was shot and killed in Spartanburg, and no one has been charged for his murder. October 6th in 2015, Markeith Tracy was shot on Carlisle Street. Spartanburg police say on the night of the incident, he was in a car with a girl before two men in a black pickup truck drove by, turned back and shot Tracy twice. Spartanburg police say now that it has been years later, they're hoping witnesses finally come forward.
We're hoping there's someone who knows something, and we know that there are people that were involved. And maybe now they shared information with someone, and now that they're willing to give information to the family.
If you have any information about this cold case, reach out to the police department or Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC.
A conference center may finally be on the way to downtown Greenville. The city says a mixed-use development will be built on the banks of the Reedy River between River Street and Falls Park. The city says plans for the conference center have been in the works for years, but cost has been an issue. Since 2019, Greenville's mayor says they've collected more than $40 million in funding from the state and private developers.
Because we have taken our time, we've been able to gain some funding from the state of South Carolina. We have a good relationship with the county, and the city's on board and doing something.
Mayor White says the city has collected an additional $25 to $30 million in hospitality and tourism taxes over the past 10 years. Honoring our first responders and remembering the lives lost on 9/11. Christine Scarpelli joins us with more on an upcoming festival in Greenwood County.
Plus, we'll have a check of your weather and your live drive traffic when we come back.